Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up your paint gun and also how to spray. So we'll start with the gun. This is one of the guns from that set I showed you guys. It's an HVLP, and what that means is high volume, low pressure. Okay, so here we have the filter. You know, it's good to have one of these. Again, debris and water. We have one on the tank, as I showed you in the last video. There's one on the tank and on here. You know, you can filters. I keep up on the filters. I like to make sure filters everywhere. I don't want anything on my fucking paint that doesn't belong there. Okay, here's your air pressure regulator, and we'll get to what PSI it needs to be at when you spray, and the different PSIs for different paints, like your primer and your clear coat and your base. Okay, so here to start, this is your cap. You know, it unscrews, and or not your cap, I'm sorry, your cup where the paint goes, and then inside right here, this comes out. This pushes down. Actually, I'll show you guys what that is there. All that is, that's a little filter. It's another little filter, as you can see. And that just goes in there and you push it in. And, you know, so it sits right. And then, you know, you just screw this on your gun. Cap. Screw it on your gun, like such. Fill it with paint. Screw your cap on. Okay. Now, the top adjustment knob here, this is your fan control. This here controls the width or the height of your fan, your pattern, your spray pattern. So as you turn that, it'll take it from a circle and spray it up. Okay, and the second knob, this here is your fluid control. How much fluid comes out, or how much paint, whatever it is that you put in the gun, it controls how much of it comes out as you pull the trigger. Okay, so now the bottom one, this here, this is your air pressure regulator. But since we're using this regulator, what you're going to do is open this all the way up. You open that all the way up, and then you know, this way here, the regulator is doing all the regulating now, rather than the regulator on the gun, and that's what you want. Okay, so that's it for the gun. You know, you got your trigger, and you can test your PSI without, or you set your PSI, I'm sorry, without spraying the paint. And it's got like a 2-stage trigger. So what you do is when you push this, just till you feel tension, that will just release air. And then you can go ahead and turn your knob here on your regulator, the knob on your regulator, not the regulator on the gun. You hold your trigger in right till you feel tension. Don't push it past that point, and you'll see your regulator change. The needle will move, and then you just adjust it accordingly until it gets to 35 psi. Right now we have a set of fairings ready to be painted. Actually, I just have to wipe them down and tack them, and I'm going to show you guys your spray patterns. I'm just going to do it on a piece of wood right here, just to give you the basic general idea. Again, these are do-it-yourself videos, so nothing's done professionally. This way here you guys can see exactly and use what you guys have at home. That's, you know, the whole point of do-it-yourself. And that's it. So let's get started. So we got the gun filled with paint. Alright, and this is what I was talking about before. The 2-stage trigger. You just pull it, only air comes out. Alright, there's your gauge. Let's see if you guys can see it. And that's a little too high. There we go. 35. Alright. So now I start with the fluid control. The fluid control, the second knob down, I start off with 2 turns. Alright. And remember, you want about 6 inches away is where you want to spray from your project, and you want a 6-inch span, fan span. Alright, so let's give it a try and see where we're at here. Remember, you want this regulator all the way open, and use this one only to adjust. Let's see. Now we need a little more fluid, so we're going to open that up a little more. And the span needs to be wider, as you can see. There, that's a 6-inch span. Let me see on the camera here. Alright, we'll go about right here. See that line right there? About 6 inches. Actually, you can go a little bit smaller. See where that brings you. Right about there. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh. That's perfect right there. So remember, when you're doing that, you want to keep a 6-inch span, and when you paint, you want to do a 50% overlap. Meaning, right here, you paint here. Now your next paint, if you're going to cover 50% and then 50%. All right. So again, down, if you painted that, you're going to start here and go 50%, 50%. You want a 50% overlap for good coverage. I'm going to tack off these pieces, and I'm going to show you. On your bigger pieces, it's best to do your edges first, and then the hard to get spots, and then go ahead and do your pattern with 50% overlap. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that after.
Alright, this area is a little small, so sorry if you're having a hard time seeing anything. But here's the first piece. I got 3 pieces hung here. It's actually the side fairing comes apart in 3 pieces. I don't like it, but it actually makes it easier to do 2-tone or, you know, do 2 different colors. So rather than taping off, I'm gonna go ahead and paint this now and show you. Again, everyone's got different. Everybody has different techniques or whatever. Whatever works, man. I mean, yeah, there's right ways and wrong ways, but if the finished product, if you're happy with it, then go with that technique. One thing you definitely don't want to do is snap your wrist. A lot of people snap their wrist. Don't snap your wrist. Like I said, with the curved pieces, you want to start with those first, getting like places like that, and then go ahead and do your, you know, your 50% pattern there. We're going to go ahead and get started. I ran out of gloves. I don't have any. I got to go to the store. Make sure you always wear your safety equipment. Make sure. All right.
That's it, that's your first coat. Now I'm going to go around the back side and hit the back up so I like the paint to wrap around. Other than that, that's it. This is an easy piece, but let me show you one more time here.
kind of a flat piece. So alright, that's the first coat. I'm going to let it dry about 15 minutes and then go ahead and give it a second coat.
Alright, so hanging these pieces was a little difficult. Not hanging them, but maneuvering. As you can see, I'm 6'7", so my head hits the ceiling here. But as you can see, my space is a little limited. It's bigger than it looks in the video, but it's limited, so nothing I can do about it. Anyways, that's the gist of it. I'm done with all 2 coats now. Again, if you can see, you know, pieces like this, I don't do the edges first because this is like just one flat piece. So, you know, normally I would have liked to hang it the other way and just do straight passes. So I pretty much did. You gotta watch though, because if your cup isn't full, you can't turn the gun. Otherwise you'll get spits and splatters. So you just gotta do your 6 inches away and your 50% overlap. And you know, you're just gonna go over, release, over. Just like that there. That's it. It's really easy, and you guys can practice on things to try and figure it out and get a knack for it. These came out really good. So basically with this now, I'm gonna go ahead and do my orange next, and the one piece down there, that piece, the first piece down there is that one's gonna be the solid one.
So here's the finished product. The lighting's really hard to see. Again, you know, just like the other one, this camera's shit. But these 2 are like candied over the black. This one coat looks really good. You can't really see it. There's no clear yet. It's not cleared. You can't really see because the lighting in here sucks. And then this one here is all, there's 3 coats. So that's your offset color. That one's nice and dark. Well, this one's a light dark. It's hard to explain until the bike's done. And that one there, it shifts, the color shifts. It's pretty neat. Like I said, in other videos you could see it better, but it looks like straight shit. It's nighttime, and I got one of my bulbs is out, as you can see, and then I got that little light. But it, you know, this little boost ain't bad. There's not one single dust particle. There's no orange peel on this set. None whatsoever. Again, this camera doesn't do it any justice. You can't really see. It's gonna be good. You know, I hope this video helped you guys. And you know, the first one, the first video was to mix the paint and all that stuff. The second video was to everything you needed to do to paint at home. That one's nice and smooth. There's no orange peel at all. There's no clear coat yet. And again, this is at home. You know, there's no dust particles, no nothing. I wet the floor before I started. I still didn't get plastic on the floor.
Alright. That wraps this one up. This is the, you see the plastic around so you guys know. This is right here is the plastic you need. I'd say go with 6 mil because, you know, it's thicker if you guys plan on keeping your little homemade booth for a while. This will definitely hold up. It's really thick. That's it right there. You can get it at Walmart. This is a lot. This whole room, I gotta do the floor still, so this whole room took 3 of these. But this is, it's a decent sized room. I just have this this hydrographics tank over here, so I mean that takes up a lot of space. So yeah, that's the plastic you want. Another video up and coming. I have my other stands from the shop I'm gonna bring here because I don't like hanging it because it floats around and stuff. So it's a real pain in the ass. But I'm gonna get the show you guys those stands and how much they cost, and I'm gonna build stands out of PVC and teach you guys how to make them, because then they're about $5 a stand and they work just as good using PVC pipe. Also, when you build your homemade booth, you can build one from scratch using PVC frame. Just make a rectangle out of your PVC 90-degree angle PVC fittings, and I think it's like 10 or 15 pieces of PVC pipe. You can get like an 8-foot by 4-foot booth, or 6-foot, 8-foot by 6-foot. I don't know. You can make it as big as you want, really, and then just throw this over and under it, and you're good to go. Nothing else new. We're gonna be doing designs soon. Some airbrushing. Show you guys some airbrushing designs, such as flames. How to do little tricks like print onto rice paper and then spray adhesive onto the paper, put it on your tank, and then airbrush over it, and then you know, clear coat it. This way here it looks like you airbrushed it. You can never tell that you printed the design on a piece of paper, or like, I don't know, a family member's face on your tank, whatever you can do, whatever you can think of. You just print it onto that paper, and then you put it onto the tank, and then airbrush, and then with your 4 coats of clear, and you know, your other base coats or the coats you're doing, or whatever you decide to put on it. By the time it's cleared and wet sanded and buffed, you can never even tell it's a piece of paper under there. We're going to be doing stuff like that. What else? I don't know. Any ideas you guys can come up with, let me know. I'll make a video on it. You know, like if I don't know it, I'll figure it out. Give me an ideas. Give me some ideas. I'll figure it out. I'll do whatever. And then I'll teach you guys how to do it. Other than that, that's about it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You know, we'll keep this going. Whatever you guys want to learn, we'll all do it together. We'll learn together. Shit. That's about it. Again, make sure you guys are using your safety equipment. This video, like I said, I ran out of gloves, so I gotta get more tomorrow. It was a no, I shouldn't have done it. It's not good for your skin. All that goodness. Yeah, so make sure you guys are keeping it safe. Just, I don't know. Again, you guys got any questions or anything like that? Shoot them to me, comment, email, smcustoms14@gmail.com. Gonna have a website up soon for ordering. Gonna have supplies. What else? Supplies, and then ordering. If you guys want to send in your parts to have me do them, you can do that. You know, the prices start from $500 on up, depending on what you want. Plus, I'm not getting stiff with the shipping. You guys are paying the shipping. So, you know, whatever it costs to ship you know, obviously double that because I gotta ship them back to you guys. But when you get them shipped back, it might be separate boxes, and I'll eat the cost on that. That's no problem. Whatever. I got friends at the post office. But everything, each piece will be individually bubble wrapped, and maybe some added extra protection. So when you get them, they're in the best condition I can possibly send them back to you in. Again, it's an extra $100 per kit. So if you send all your pieces, your tank and your fairings, it's an extra $100 to wet sand and buff everything. So if you want everything wet sanded and buffed, it's an extra $100 on top of the price you're quoted. What else? I think that's about it.